I'm Phil Richard, and I own Phil Richard Insurance, and this is one of my passions. I very much look forward to cooking for my family and friends. And so I thought I would bring to you some type of recipes that I use for parties, Super Bowl stuff, but also that are quick, easy, nutritious, healthy, and have all organic product without preservatives. So what we'll do is start with the coleslaw because it goes on a lot of different things that I will be making. So all I did is take an organic coleslaw, diced it open, threw it in a bowl. Then my able-bodied assistant Jackie diced up a bunch of jalapeno that are seeded and deveined. You know, you use as much as you want. I've got half a cup here. I love cilantro, not everybody does. You could use parsley, you could use nothing. This is what I think is the best coleslaw product because coleslaw dressings can usually be very high in sugar. So all I do is I do it by taste. I just drizzle some on. I would say that amount right there is roughly, 2/3 of a cup. I then add in a little bit of organic mayonnaise, and then all you do, toss it up. I don't like it real mayonnaise-y, and I don't like it too milky. I like it to be healthy because this will all shrink and marinate once I put it in the refrigerator, which I'll only do for maybe, 5 to 10 minutes. Obviously, all marinades, the longer the better. I think that's good. See how it's not too creamy? It's just really going to be yummy. I'm just going to put that here now, and then I'll toss it in the refrigerator. So the next thing we do is the guacamole. My guacamole gets high regard from everybody who eats it. In fact, I can honestly say I've never served it, no matter how much I've served, no matter how big the party is, where there's any left over. People are scraping the bowl. So this is probably the difference, I think, between what I do in a lot of stores. So what I do is I just dice it up, I get it to chunks, and the idea here is to chop it up so that it turns into a pretty fine chop, but also gets a little mushy, but you still got these nice chunks that, people tend to really enjoy. Honestly, it tastes better. It's a lot leaner, and it's a lot healthier. So what I do is I'm sifting through these and dicing them up and getting a little finer and finer. Sometimes there might be a little brown in there, so I usually pick that out, which I've done over here on the side. So normally what I do, because I don't want it to brown before I put it in the refrigerator to marinate a little bit, what I normally will do is I'll dice up the cilantro which goes in to your taste. I love cilantro, as I said. Red onion, which gives it that little bit of tang. Some chopped grape cherry tomatoes. And then I throw in jalapenos, some salt, and some lime. So I've got some red onion here. I put in a handful or so. I've got 4 avocado. To me, that'll serve 6 to 8 people who aren't may have something else to eat with it. I've got maybe a quarter of a cup of diced cherry tomato. I've got a significant amount of jalapeno, and then I'll put all the avocado into the pan. Then I take, a generous portion of the cilantro, a little bit of salt, not too much because you will taste it, and then it's just limes. You'll know what consistency of limes you should use. That's a half a lime, whole lime. This really pulls the whole thing together in my view. Then I just toss it. You can see there's a little color from the red. There's the green jalapenos. Those will soften a little bit, so will the red onion. I kind of, mash it just a little bit, but as I said, I don't want it to get too well mashed. I then will transfer that to some kind of nice bowl. I will mash this down as best I can. I then take the saran wrap, and then you just push it down nice and tight in here. That'll keep the air locked out, the flavors locked in to marinate. And 5-10 minutes like the coleslaw, and we're good to go.